Hello boys and girls from grade 5. Welcome to our new book 5A. This is Nofal Gattan and today we will start Unit 4, Episode 1, Read to Lead. We will focus today on vocabulary and reading comprehension. Let's move on to the new vocabulary. Take a look at each and every picture. Try to think of the meaning of this word and read it with me. Book fair, book fair, book fair. Repeat the word again, book fair. Excellent. Book fair is a noun. Our teacher is organizing next week's book fair. So, a book fair is a place where we go each and every year to buy books, organized from our country. Take a look at this picture. Dictionary. Dictionary, dictionary. Try to say the word dictionary. It is a noun. I use my English dictionary to find meanings of words. So, the dictionary is a book that we use to find the meanings of each and every word. Scary, scary, scary. It's an adjective. I don't like reading scary stories. Delightedly, delightedly. Take a look at the picture. Try to think of its meaning. Delightedly. Delightedly is an adverb. It means very pleased. In the party, Sama clapped her hands delightedly. Can you use the word delightedly in sentences of yours, boys and girls? Eagerly, eagerly. Take a look at this picture. Look at this student. Eagerly. It's an adverb. I eagerly learned how to cook from my mother. Deeply, deeply, deeply. It's an adverb and it means strongly. Deeply means strongly. Let's see how we can use it in a sentence. I deeply thank my sister for the present. I deeply thank my sister for the present. Take a look at this picture. And the word is borrow. 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 It's a verb. It means take, then return back. Borrow. Repeat, borrow. Excellent, boys and girls. Now, let's use it in an example. Can I borrow your pen, please? Now, let's practice, boys and girls, together. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, and D. Number 1. Can I space your dictionary, please? A. Predict. B. Breathe. C. Borrow. D. Faint. What do you think, boys and girls? Number 1 again. Can I A. Predict your dictionary, please? Or can I breathe your dictionary, please? Or can I borrow your dictionary, please? Or can I faint your dictionary, please? Remember the new vocabularies we just took? Now I'm going to give you a minute. Excellent. Can I borrow your dictionary, please? Number 2. Maha welcomed her friend Fatma, space. A. Delightedly. B. Deeply. C. Heavily. D. Specially. What do you think, boys and girls? Maha welcomed her friend Fatma delightedly, or Maha welcomed her friend Fatma deeply, or Maha welcomed her friend Fatma heavily, or Maha welcomed her friend Fatma specially. Going to give you a minute. Brilliant! Maha welcomed her friend Fatma delightedly. Now, let's move on to the next part of today's episode. It is the reading comprehension. Remember, boys and girls, there are tips for reading. Number 1, read the text more than once. Read the questions carefully. Read the first sentence of each paragraph and write your answers in full sentences and clear handwriting. I'm going to go through the tips one more time. Read the text more than once. Read the questions carefully. Read the first sentence of each paragraph and write your answers in full sentences and clear handwriting. All right, boys and girls. Let's read this email together. This email is from Sarah to Amal. Dear Amal, thanks for your last email. I had a great day yesterday. Aunt Yasmin, Nasser and I delightedly went to the book fair. We wanted some books, but there were so many to choose from. First, Nasser looked eagerly at a book about football. Next, Aunt Yasmin showed me a book written by her favorite Kuwaiti writer, Abdulaziz Hussein. Then, she helped me to choose an interesting book. I wanted her help because some books were too easy for me and others were too difficult or too scary. After that, we couldn't find Nasser. I felt worried. I looked for him everywhere. Finally, I found him buying a book, but it wasn't about football. Nasser bought the book for Aunt Yasmin and then he warmly gave it to her. Aunt Yasmin was very pleased. She deeply thanked him. I have such a kind brother. Yours, Sarah. All right, boys and girls. Now, let's answer the questions together. Choose the correct answer from A, B, C, and D. Number 1. The best title for this passage is the My Favorite Kuwaiti Writer. B. Types of Interesting Books. C. Our Visit to the Book Fair. Or D. A Present to Aunt Yasmin. Think of it. I'm going to repeat it one more time. The best title for this passage is the A. My Favorite Kuwaiti Writer. B. Types of Interesting Books. C. Our Visit to the Book Fair. D. A Present to Aunt Yasmin. Excellent! Our Visit to the Book Fair is the best title for this passage. Now let's move on to question number 2. The opposite of the underlined word easy in line 2 is A. Scary. B. Difficult. C. Big. D. Sandy. One more time. The opposite of the underlined word easy in line 2 is A. Scary. B. Difficult. C. Big. D. Sandy. We're going to read the passage together, boys and girls. Pay attention to the meaning. She helped me to choose an interesting book. I wanted her help because some books were too easy for me and others were too difficult or too scary. Giving you a minute. Excellent. The opposite of the underlined word easy is difficult. Question number 3. The meaning of the underlined word pleased in line 3 is A. Kind. B. Happy. C. Fantastic. D. Wonderful. The meaning of the underlined word pleased in line 3 is A. Kind. B. Happy. C. Fantastic. D. Wonderful. Remember, boys and girls, to find out the answer, we have to go back to the passage and read it one more time. Finally, I found him buying a book, but it wasn't about football. Nasser bought the book for Aunt Yasmin and then he warmly gave it to her. Aunt Yasmin was very pleased. So what do you think of the answer? Excellent! The meaning of the underlined word please in line 3 is happy. Excellent, boys and girls. Let's answer the following question. Number 1. Who is Aunt Yasmin's favorite writer? Who is Aunt Yasmin's favorite writer? Remember, to answer this question, we have to go back to the passage and find out the answer. First, Nasser looked eagerly at a book about football. Next, Aunt Yasmin showed me a book written by her favorite Kuwaiti writer, Abdulaziz Hussein. Then, she helped me to choose an interesting book. What do you think of the answer? Brilliant! Her favorite writer is Abdulaziz Hussein. Excellent, boys and girls. Remember, you do have a homework. In your activity book, page 30, read the story, then choose the correct answer. All right, boys and girls, we have reached the end of today's episode. And in this episode, we learned how to use new vocabulary in meaningful sentences, answer reading comprehension questions. Thank you for watching me, and I hope to see you next episode. Goodbye.